Hello, we're here with Ajoy today to chat about his experience with Acumatica. Ajoy, can you tell us a little bit about your role within Acumatica and your experience?
Absolutely. Well, great to be here and talking
Thank
to the
you.
developer community. Thanks for having me.
Sure.
I am Ajoy Krishnamoorthy. I'm the Vice President of Platform and Technology. I've got a couple of things that I do at Acumatica. One, focus on our developer ecosystem. I've got Mark Franks in my team that drives a lot of the programs that we do with developers. I also look into some of the future technology investment, where we are going with upcoming and emerging technologies. I'll talk about that in a second. And then I also run the construction division. So we have a vertical industry solution for construction customers, general contractors, subcontractors. So I run that organization or team as well.
Excellent. Thank you. What are you passionate about at Acumatica, and what do you hope to accomplish within the next year or two?
Sure. The day we live in, there's so much innovation happening. There's rapid pace. I think as a developer, as a technologist, there's no better time to the time that we are in right now. And for us, what that means is the opportunities we can create in terms of what the software does for our customers. And that drives me every day, right? And a company like Acumatica, we are technologists that happen to be building ERP. We've got that in our DNA. We understand what the problems are, and in discussion with the customer tell us feedback, partners gives us feedback, and that's really, really valuable. And you'll see that in the community form, both in the developer community as well as in our customers and partner community. Taking that feedback in and applying these technologies, not because it's so cool, but applying them because we can solve some real world problems. So when you think about a lot of the future tech stuff that we talk about, at our conferences, in meetings with customers and partners, in our releases, we really pay attention to what's a specific use case or a problem that we have in the industry, and how we can use the technology to go solve it. And that drives excitement for folks like me in the company, as well as the developer community that we work with.
Great, thanks. Why is the developer community so important to Acumatica?
Sure. Acumatica first is a platform company, right? And then we built the ERP modules on top of that.
Okay.
It's easy for a lot of companies claim they're a platform company, but for us it's a serious thing. We take a lot of the decisions around architectural considerations to applications. Those are driven from decisions we make at the platform level, and our investments in APIs, speaks to that in real world. For us, API investment is not an afterthought. We started with right from our version 1, enabling other applications to be able to communicate with Acumatica, the ERP system, getting data in and out, and interacting with the system in a seamless fashion. That's something that we are very committed to, and we continue to innovate in that space. When we are investing in platform and APIs and so on, in fact, last year we joined the Open API Foundation as a board member, and that speaks to, again, we want to have this standardization across the industry, not just within Acumatica, and we're definitely championing that with that participation. We can't do that alone. This is not a one company sport or a one person sport. This is a large team sport, and we want the developers out there to participate along with that in that journey. And that's what I'm really excited about.
So what I hear you saying is the developers are really important in the strategic growth of Acumatica.
Absolutely. I think we wouldn't be here without the developers we've had in the community so far. Many of them do tremendous work, and work without actually compensation. They're so passionate about what they're doing in the Acumatica community, they contribute their time. And we have a program called Developer MVPs, the most valuable professionals. That community is growing, and they actually commit to delivering certain projects as part of that recognition. And that's a luxury. I mean, we're humbled to have support like that from our developers. And that speaks to why, not only the importance of the developer community, and how seriously we take that engagement as well. And if you think about the future, going back to what I said earlier about the innovation happening here, there's so much change happening, right? And that's why we need a lot of these developers working with us hand in hand, in the open source world. Like we've got GitHub as a repository where we put a lot of our projects out. We want these developers to participate and work with us, and many of them are already doing. We've got a collection of repository out there, and we're also going to launch a couple of projects where I myself, along with Ali John, a product officer, we're going to sponsor 2 projects working with the developers at large and MVPs, and go drive more IP into the marketplace as an open source project.
Great, sounds really exciting.
We're growing. It's great across our partners, our developer ecosystem. The summit here in 2019 is a good example of that. We have grown our number of developers attending the conference. We have increased the number of activities. We've got the hackathon running, which is a 24-hour event. We've got developer keynote this year for the first time. We've got a developer track, which is already oversubscribed. So it's exciting to see that. And we all, as the Acumatica team, we feed off of that excitement from the community. Right. So I'm really looking forward to continuing this work in 2019 and beyond.
Thank you.